If you've attended a powwow in the Toronto area, you might have been fortunate enough to see the All Nations Junior Drummers. They're a group that was formed by our next guest nearly 10 years ago.
So Kevin Myran, Dakota from Birdtail, Manitoba, is a knowledge keeper, sun dancer, and community uncle at Toronto Council Fire Native Cultural Centre. And we are thrilled to have him and the All Nations Juniors here today. Welcome to the show, Kevin.
Morning, ladies.
So, when you started the All Nations Juniors, what were you actually even thinking to do at the time?
Well, at the time, I was just looking for a way to show our youth some pride in who they are, right? Because as you guys know, residential schools, they took the pride away from our elders, right? So I wanted to bring that back for the youth. And I found a drum at Toronto Council Fire, and we started a cultural day. I put that drum out there, and all the boys walked around, looked at it, and they decided they liked it, and they sat down.
I love that. All right, so you host open drumming sessions for youth every Tuesday at the Toronto Council Fire Centre. I said that correctly, right? Yep. Want to make sure I get it right. Tell me, why did you want to focus on bringing drumming to the youth?
Like I said, I wanted to bring that pride, right? And drumming is like a fun way to do things, right? And whenever that drum's around, it like calls you towards it. That drum beat itself is a heartbeat of our mother the earth, right? So all nations feel that drum beat when we sing, and you guys will feel that today when we sing, right? That's what we call our drum group, All Nations.
We love that.
Yeah, and I'm curious, what do you hope to see for the future of the All Nations Juniors?
Well, they're doing it now, and I'm getting to see it now because a lot of our members have been here for quite a long time since the beginning, and they're working with other youth, right? And they're bringing that culture to other youth. They're showing to other youth how to be proud to be First Nations, you know, how to be them.
We're going to get into a performance portion in just a second. Can you give us a little bit more of the history? You said the drum represents the heartbeat of Mother Nature. Tell us more about the history of the drum.
That drum itself was a peace agreement between two nations, right? The Ojibwe Nation and the Dakota Nation. So we didn't war with each other, and it's still doing its work. So whenever you go around that drum, you'll see all different nations sitting around that drum, and all we do is we celebrate. Celebrate in a good way. We sing hard, right? And we dance hard, and we celebrate for our ancestors. We celebrate for residential school survivors, and we celebrate for those future generations.
I'm just curious, when you host those drumming sessions, do you see a change in those young people before they start and after they?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, what do you see?
Oh, I see the pride come out. You know, when they do their first lead, when they first get the confidence to do a lead, or they actually get the confidence just to sing, that look of pride on them, right? That ability to be First Nations. When I grew up, you know, it wasn't always cool to be First Nations, and these days it is.
Oh, I love that. So you have the All Nations here to perform today. Can you tell us about the song you'll be playing? Oh,
the song that we had a big song list of many songs, right? And the song we chose is one of our original songs, and we thought it would be an upbeat song for our residential school survivors watching today. So we hope that they hear the song and their hearts are uplifted. And it's one of their own, made by Dakota Myran.
That's beautiful. Sorry, and as we're watching the performance, you say there's something in particular that you'd like us to pay attention to. What exactly is that?
There's actually two things I'd like to pay attention to. One's the heartbeat, right? That drum beat, right? And another is look on those boys' faces, right? That pride, that joy they have in singing, right? You know, and that's what we want for our youth, to be able to feel proud, not like a residential school survivors, you know, where they were made to feel ashamed to be of who they were. Right?
If somebody is watching and they say, you know, this is something I want to learn for my culture, how do they reach out to you?
Oh, they're welcome to call Toronto Council Fire. They can get a hold of Jaden Wemagwants, and he's our drum lead for that practice. And everybody's welcome.
Any age?
Any age. Yeah.
Love that. Well, Kevin, we want to thank you so much for being here, taking the time for you and all 7 members of the All Nations Juniors. They are now going to perform for us here in studio.
Let's do it.
Let's take a look.
closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.